The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Play action. Now O'Connell. Caught out right by Renfro.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw. O'Connell. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on 3rd, O'Connell. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Jack Campbell running him down behind the line.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Here's O'Connell.
That's caught left side. Myers with it.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
O'Connell to throw on 2nd down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
12, 5, 17. What's up?
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Super 66. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 3rd down and 10.
Super.
Goff now looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Williams, the man in motion left.
11, 5.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down to the 42, 2nd down. The Lions at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. We're good.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
What's that?
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. And that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now it's O'Connell.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down, O'Connell.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
12, 12, 12, 12.
Play action. It's gone. And down he goes. sack. Janaris Robinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Bilal Nichols in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now O'Connell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
And O'Connell now to throw. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
To throw here, O'Connell.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jakobi Meyers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Average wall. Horrible. What's that?
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Let's go.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Go tonight.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
In motion right goes Adams. O'Connell on 1st and 10.
And he floats one there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing, O'Connell. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Back to throw, Goff.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 9. They'll hand off to Reynolds.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 39.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Goff on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession.
Touchdown, Detroit! Sam Laporta, 35 yards.
And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Opting to run again here with White. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. First down, here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. Down to about the 22 here. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking down.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jakobi Meyers, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Here's Knight on the handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That play blown up on a really nice effort by Jerry Tillery.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. A run with Knight.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they will take a knee here.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses.